What's up, guys? So I guess this video is going to be more of a vlog style video. I'm honestly just going for a drive, and I figured I'd talk about a few things while I'm out. But I don't really have that much time right now in this time of year to set up videos and do a lot of other things that I would like to do, such as installs and all kind of stuff like that. But I'll put those videos out as I have time for them. Unfortunately, I have a lot of other things going on with school, with work. I have other obligations even beyond those. I am a volunteer at my church, which is something that I really haven't mentioned at this point, but I help out with a program called Battalion, which is basically similar to Boy Scouts. It's set up very similar. And out of the past 3 weekends, 2 of them have been gone on camping trips with other guys. So unfortunately, I don't have as much time as I do during the summer to make videos, and that also goes to editing them and, you know, queuing up music and all kind of stuff like that. So if the video quality is down a little bit compared to some of the other videos that I have out, that's mostly why, because I just don't have time. But in this video, I figured I'd still give you guys a little bit of an update, give you some driving footage, because it has been a while since I've been cruising around in my STI. So, what is new with my STI? Nothing really. I mean, the paint is a little bit more faded than it was. Nothing new. It actually was at more performance last week because somehow, I don't know how, I don't know why, but my lower control arm for my passenger side front was disconnected. I don't know if a bolt fell out or broke and then fell out or what, but it was completely free. It was basically just attached to, I guess, the strut. And so I had a clunking going on, and then it stopped clunking because it broke. So I had more performance fix that, replace it. Did an awesome job, as they always do. Other than that, there's nothing really new. There are typical things that come up with, like I mentioned previously, with your car as it ages, as parts wear out. Sometimes things just break, even though they aren't old, but I mean, it's just typical stuff that comes along with having a high mileage car. Other than that, there's really nothing new with my car. I did remove my hoverboard, which was back there for quite some time, mostly because it was faded and the foam was starting to bend a little bit. I might refinish that and throw it back there. Right now, I don't have time to even think about it, so I really don't care. And the other thing is, I took off my decals on my side windows. Some of you may not know, but I've had my @HawkeyeSTiGuy for Instagram and YouTube on the rear side windows. Unfortunately, they didn't really help as much as I had hoped. I was hoping that people would see the car and see my Instagram and look me up there, which would be cool. That happened a little bit, but not as much as I had thought. Not that I care so much, but the bigger issue that I had is some people, where I live, people drive very slow and very, very conservatively, and I don't drive slow. And that's not to say that I drive reckless or careless or anything like that, but where I live, if people don't see that you're driving like super slow like a grandpa, then they automatically assume that you're being wild and crazy. And I actually had a couple people find me on my Instagram and my YouTube and say really nasty things about my driving. So I'm really not in the mood to deal with that. I feel like having them on my car, you know, people are just using that to track me down for whatever reason. Like I said, these are crazy people, because there are crazy people out there. But yeah, it's not even like I was driving crazy or I cut anybody off or anything like that. So I really don't understand why people felt the need to try and track me down on social media. But I felt it would be wise to get rid of it. And also on my passenger side, it was starting to peel a little bit. So it was kind of a, you know, a culmination of things as to why I actually removed those. But that being said, I don't feel that I need them, and most of the time that I spent driving around, I was paranoid about people seeing them, you know, if I would be doing something that people wouldn't be happy with. Like I said, I live in an area where a lot of people are slow and older, and they get pissed off at absolutely everything. So there's no pleasing these people. And I would just drive around with like my rear windows cracked or rolled down partially so that it would cover up the Instagram so that people couldn't find me on social media. And I don't enjoy driving around like I'm a villain or something like that. It was getting kind of ridiculous. So that's removed. Other than that, there's nothing else new with the car at all. Nothing. Now, as far as myself, nothing really has changed other than school. School does take up a large portion of my time, unfortunately, so I can't do YouTube as much as I would like. And as I've said, I have work and I have other obligations as well. So unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of time to really get into YouTube and, you know, make the videos super high quality like I can in the summer and line up music and all that stuff as much to the same degree as I was able to do. But that being said, I am still really committed to putting out at least one video a week, which honestly for me kind of sucks. You know, there are days like today, right now, where I'm really not in the mood to make a video, where I really don't have time to make a video. Especially this time of year, the days are shorter, which hurts me even more because it is like 5:30 and I still have a ton of homework to do. I have things that are due before midnight tonight, and I had to hurry up and stop what I'm doing and run out and make a video while I still have daylight. So I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers and viewers who do appreciate what goes into making YouTube videos and who understand how much of a pain in the ass it can be, because it really can be a pain a lot of the time. So I just want to say thank you. I know a lot of you guys do recognize that and do appreciate that, and that really helps motivate me to continue to put out videos, you know. So again, thank you. Now, what some people may not know is that I actually have hobbies other than cars. And I know that sounds probably crazy because a lot of people have other hobbies than cars, but cars are not necessarily my only hobby, you know. And I know a lot of guys are really into cars and only into cars, but for me, I'm kind of more well-rounded, and my interests kind of change with the time of year and just kind of the mood that I'm in. So I am very into cars. I was very into cars this summer. Right now, I'm more into guns and even airsoft a little bit. I'm not a huge airsofter, but I just purchased my first airsoft gun, which is an M4 replica. It's a gas blowback rifle from KWA. And I bought it because it is exactly like the real steel, which means I can use it for training, basically. I do have an AR-15, which I just built very recently, and I took out to the range last weekend. But I do believe in Second Amendment. I do believe in training, and without getting into a whole huge thing about politics or anything else, I enjoy weapons. I enjoy guns. I think they're fun to shoot. I like the mechanics behind them. I like the ballistics. I like the science behind it. So it's more than that, okay? You could like guns without just wanting to kill people. In fact, I hope I never ever have to shoot at anybody. But with that being said, I do enjoy guns. I enjoy airsoft as well. So this past weekend, 2 weekends, I've actually spent a good deal of time working on real AR-15s and a airsoft AR-15, which is actually a lot of fun. I do enjoy both. I am a old school paintballer from back in the day. I picked up my first paintball gun when I was like 11, and I always had a blast with that. I still love paintball. I have a Tippmann X7 for any of the guys who are interested. I'm not heavily into paintball like I was when I was younger, mostly because I don't have time or money to really get into it. I'd rather spend my money elsewhere, like in this car. But it is still a hobby of mine, and I still get out every now and then, a few times a year. Same way with airsoft. As I mentioned, I volunteered at my church with a group of guys, and a lot of those kids are into airsoft. A lot of the parents approve of airsoft more so than paintball. So I like getting out with those guys and playing as well. So there are other hobbies that I have other than cars. So if you would like to see more guns and stuff like that, just let me know in the comments below. I probably will go out to the range again either this week or next week, as long as I have time. So I could definitely do some filming of that if you guys are interested. But with that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here so it doesn't go too long, because I still have to you know, go home, load it to my computer, edit it, upload it to YouTube, and then add the annotations and all that good stuff. So I'm going to end this video right here, right now. I want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. I see you guys. I don't always have time to acknowledge you right away, but I do appreciate everybody who's following me. As far as my Instagram, I am at, I think, 1,050 or so, which is halfway to my goal, a little more than half. My goal is to hit 2,000 by the end of the year, so I'm going to try and make that happen. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to subscribe if you are interested in my channel at all, and I'll catch you guys next time. Now, all you have to do is a Google search on Flossy Shift Knob Review, and you will see thread upon thread of other unhappy customers. In fact, on the BBB, they have an F rating, and I'm guessing the F doesn't stand for flossing. Or maybe it does. Even on their Facebook page, they have a dismal 1.7 rating, which is a joke considering that Chad himself rated his own company 5 stars. How does that happen?